Yo, what's going on, guys? What is going on? How's everybody doing? Good evening, good evening. A little bit of an earlier, well, I guess it's about on time. It's about on time, I suppose. This is a little bit earlier of a stream, but no, right on time. How's everybody doing, guys? Third live stream of the day. Big things popping, little things stopping. Good DCA opportunities across the board, man. Let's see who's all out there right now. Patrick, what's up, buddy? First one in the chat. What's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. William, loyal William. Good to see you, brother. Always here, man. I love to see it, bro. Austin, hey, yo, Rob. My Swift bag's getting big, brother. Almost got 1 million. Nice, guys. Nice. Listen, I absolutely love to see all of you guys reaching your goals, man. Taking steps towards your goals in terms of your crypto. It's so motivating for me, guys, to see you guys doing that. It keeps me wanting to, do it myself too and reach my goals as well. So absolutely, man. Awesome. I'm proud of you, brother. Fantastic. Keep grinding, brother. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough, right? Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Lord of the Realm in the house. Where you been, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Tara's in the house. Hey, Robin Crypto fam. What's up, Tara? What's up? What's good? Nacho, I am Nacho. We're all Nacho. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Lily, where have you been hiding? How are you? H. Barbarina in the house. Pluto, good evening. What's up, buddy? Good evening, my brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Emmanuel, where you been hiding, bro? What's going on? It's all good, man. It's all gravy. Chilling, killing, just like a villain, brother. Let me make sure we're live over on X. We are live on X. Love to see it. All right, guys. So what's going on out there tonight, guys? Quite the day, eh? I am Rob. I'm Small Rob. Nice, brother. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, quite the exciting day. So we get the bill passed, guys, in the, it's passed in the House. It's passed on the floor. So now we wait and we see. We have 10 days to wait and see what Joe Biden decides to do with this bill, with this legislation. Listen, he's got 3 options, guys. 3 options. He can sign it into law, which he probably won't do. He can veto it, which he threatened to do, right? Which, although would be basically career ending for him. You might as well just hand the White House over to Trump on a silver platter. Or he can do nothing for 10 days. And if he does nothing for 10 days, the legislation gets passed into law without his signature. And that way he can say he snubbed it, right? So I think the third option is good for everybody involved, but we'll see what happens, right? We're going to stay on top of it. But I'll tell you this right now, the second he vetoes this bill, Trump's going to be all over it like a freaking fly on S, man. You know it, right? Like white on rice. Lily, I drive a lot, so I comment barely. Well, as long as you're here, that's what counts, right? I've been putting $75 a day into Swift. I have 1.2 million now, slowly getting to 2 million. Nice, Nacho. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. I've been playing with the idea of continuing to grow my Swift bag as well. I used to think I had enough at 1 million, but I don't know anymore. I kind of feel like I want more. House plant, aka yes, 100%, Tara, 100%. Bingo. All right, let's have a look at the market, guys. I know it looks red, but listen, BTC is still holding 65.4 right now, guys. That's good, right? We had another good daily close above 65K. That's good, guys. Might not look like it looking at the market, but that's only because things pumped so hard yesterday, right? I'm telling you right now, we had a good daily close across the board. So we'll see what happens, guys. What the most important thing we have to pay attention to here, though, is the weekly close, right? On Sunday at 7 o'clock Central, my time, that is when we have the weekly close. That's what matters. If we can close this candle above 65 on Sunday evening, that's going to be very, very bullish for the following week, guys. Very bullish for continued upside, right? Good night, Stefan. Where you been, man? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. Andrew, where can I buy Swift? If you're in the States and you're having trouble, you can just buy Swift on Coinbase, man. That's the easiest place to probably buy it. So, Stefan says, smash that like button. Yes, and I would agree with him. Absolutely smash that like button, guys. And also smash that subscribe button. Before you do anything, before you go anywhere, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. We're working our way to 5K subs, man. We're working it. All right, what do we got? Nacho, I'm going to get my popcorn and my wine ready for the presidential debates. Yes, exactly. That's going to be entertaining. Shadow Frost, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're out there being safe, driving safe, So, yeah, guys, listen, there's some good opportunities right now, man. Of course, JASMY closed above 2 cents, man. Very bullish, guys. Algo, some good opportunities, guys. I hope you guys are stuffing your bags right now. I really hope so. GFEL's going a little bit crazy here, too. What the heck? So there's some good opportunities, though, guys. And just so you know, there's also, guys, there's a meme coin that I have my eye on right now that I think I'm going to start to fill up my bag on. And the members of the channel know what it is because I did a video, I believe, yesterday letting them know and letting the Patreon know as well. Weekly close means little to nothing. You can have a great close Sunday, bad news Monday. Well, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean anything, facts. Bad news, I mean, you could say the same thing about the charts looking bearish and saying good news would pump them, right? I mean, you're talking about two different things. You're talking about narratives versus the charts, right? The charts don't not matter because narratives can come along. That's ridiculous. Right now, based on charts, it looks good. If we have a good weekly close, it could mean bullish without any negative catalysts. It means bullish momentum to the upside, right? So I wouldn't say it means little to nothing. That's not even close to accurate. I watched the replay of the live at Senate. Thanks for the covering, Rob. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. I like sitting there. Here's the thing, guys. Usually when I'm streaming those, I'm usually right there at my computer watching it for the most part too. But I'm off camera because, then I can get up. I can do things. They're like 3-4 hours long. I can get up. I can run to the can. I can get a drink, whatever it is, right? But I'm generally in the chat with you guys, so. Pluto, here up. I'm thinking of getting some Turbo tonight. Not a bad idea, man. Turbo is. I did a top 5 meme coin list about 2 weeks ago, and Turbo was on that list. If you want to know what my other ones are, go check out the video, guys. I'm worried about gas fees. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of like unavoidable. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Let me have a look. I mean, it's a good DCA opportunity because it's down, right? But I mean, it's up 17% on the week. Where can you get it? I mean, listen, you can get it some other places and not have to worry so much about the gas fees, right? Like you can get it on OKX. You can. I don't know if you guys can use MEXC in the States, but you can get it there. You can get it on Gate.io. You can get it on BitGet, Bitmart. There's some other places. There's quite a few other places you can get it. You don't necessarily have to do it over on your MetaMask to avoid those gas fees. Today payments are offline. Banks need cash to buy goods and food. ATM machines, same problem. Is that banks are down? Is that in the States? Machines are offline? That's crazy. It's funny you say that because I'm having right now as we speak, we have a massive thunderstorm outside my window, and I'm just kind of watching it off in the background over there. It's just the sky's like black, even though it's daylight still, and it's like thunderstorms and stuff. So if the power kicks out, I apologize. WF Capital, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Andrew, is there any announcement of partnership with BlackRock? I covered this morning. There is a connection between their new partner and BlackRock, yes. And I covered it this morning in the live stream, Andrew. I would go watch this morning's live stream, courtesy of NeoExtrix for the research. But there is a connection to BlackRock Japan. Amsterdam, Holland. Oh, okay. Okay. Whole country. Very nice. Very nice. One day I will have to get out your way, my friend. I will have to get out there sometime. I have to go to Amsterdam sometime before I am dead and gone. I mean, we all got to go to Amsterdam, right? I mean, come on. All right, so what's going on out there today, guys? Let's have a little looky-loo around the market and see what's up. So Pantera Capital, guys, is an American hedge fund and venture capital firm focused on digital assets, headquarters in Menlo Park, California. Pantera maintains a $5.2 billion in assets under management across 3 fund strategies. And this representative just told you the second biggest use case they are focused on is DeFi. Yet people want to comment on Twitter and say DeFi is a scam. It's almost as if the awakening is happening again. People call crypto a scam, then realize it's here to stay, but they will be too late. All your friends, guys, understand this. All your friends, even your work associates, your acquaintances, everybody around you who's not in crypto, I promise you, they're going to talk amongst themselves in the next few years about how lucky you are, right? Oh, you got lucky, right? They didn't see the hours of painstaking research that you did. They didn't see the risks that you took buying into a speculative asset class to make this happen, right? It's all just luck, right? That's how they're going to talk about you guys. And you're going to chuckle. You're going to chuckle and you're going to laugh because it's going to be funny, right? So listen up to what he's got to say here, guys.
Mass adopted. What would be that number 2 use case, and what you feel like the portfolio of Pantera probably has tried to target, second to that store value macro?
Yeah, I think, well, one thing we've really focused on is DeFi. Decentralized finance makes a lot of sense to us because that's really where it doesn't require frequency throughput to the degree that exchange, transactions do, retail transactions do. And, lending, borrowing, doing everything that banks do, but in a much more distributed way, makes so much sense to us. And we've focused a lot of effort there until hopefully one of our layer twos or a number of our layer two scaling solutions come through and allow payments to work a little more quicker,
right?
And with safety. So
that is interesting. I've been a big fan of DeFi, and I've always felt DeFi is a layer on top of the financial stack of store value and payments, but it's almost leapfrogging the use case and adoption of payments. Store value, obviously we mentioned Bitcoin's kind of got that narrative nailed down, but payments is lagged. DeFi almost mass adopted within the people that can actually handle the usability. Usability is a bit more challenging, but within that demographic, people love it. Now, DeFi seems to fall under a small bucket of categories, and then I would love for it to fully replace banking. So obviously borrowing and lending, but specifically collateralized borrowing and lending seems to be one. Obviously exchange, that still falls under DeFi, even though DEXs came before the term DeFi. And then I'm seeing somewhat of a third, which is prediction markets, right?
Coming from Augur, you would say.
Oh yeah.
Very bullish, guys. XRP, HBAR, XDC, XLM, and so on. Very, very bullish. Take cash with you. Absolutely. Milady is the meme to buy. One of the biggest names in the meme game with the lowest market cap. So yeah, here's the thing, guys. I keep getting asked about certain meme coins, okay? Obviously, like Pepe, SHIB, Milady, Turbo, Bonk. You know, those ones, those we'll call them mid-tier level meme coins, okay? And people keep asking me, like, you know, are they good? Are they good? Listen, for all those kinds of projects, like I said, Bonk, Milady, Shiba Inu, stuff like that, you're probably going to do an average of about a 10x on those projects. That's about it. If you put about $1,000, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. If you were to put about $1,000 into SHIB or Milady or Bonk right now, you probably walk out of the bull run with about 10 grand, right? Roughly. That's what I did last bull run. I put almost $1,000, put like $800-900 into SHIB, and I walked away with $10,000. That's roughly what you're gonna do on those mid-tier meme coins, in my opinion. Okay, so just be a kind of, you know, thoughtful of that, right? Whatever you put in, like I said, you put about $1,000 into something like Milady, you're probably gonna walk away with about 10 grand. Okay. You're not going to walk away with $8 million because you put $1,000 into it. That's not going to happen. They're mid tiers already. You will make a good return. 10x is a good return. Don't get me wrong, right? But that's roughly what you're going to do. I always like to be real with you guys and keep it 100, right? Rob, how to pay your goods when banks have problems online? Big global hacking today. It happens to us. I hate it. Whole day is a big problem. Tomorrow, I hope to buy goods, buy bank cards. Yes, always have a pantry. It's always handy to have like a pantry full of non-perishables as well for those kinds of situations, right? Death Bank in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Feels good to DCA those dips. Absolutely, brother. I just screen recorded your statement. How people will say it's luck. I'll save that video for future purposes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Play it out, right? You play it for your loved ones later down the road, your friends, your acquaintances, you know, people at your work. You're gonna leave your job when you make your money, right? And then everyone at your work, they're gonna whisper, you know, well, he made a fortune, right? He made $2 million in crypto or whatever. Oh, he got lucky. Oh, he got lucky. Okay, he gambled and got lucky. That's what they'll say, because that's what they want the narrative to be. For crypto, they want the general public to think that it's gambling until they're positioned, and then it will be a safe, wise investment, right? That's how the game is played, guys. Don't get shook. Don't get shook. I thought this was hilarious, guys. A little bit from this is from Roaring Kitty. This is I'm sorry. This is just hilarious, right? Check this out.
That's the tweet we're talking about.
Yeah, and is this something that we should be tolerating in our markets? You know, whether it's legal or illegal, I don't think so.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
That's
oh, that's gold. Oh, that's good. I was howling at that earlier. Good times. Nacho, I'm going to step down to part-time just to keep the benefits. I work at Costco. Nice. My wife used to work at Costco. She used to work the front end at Costco. They have fantastic benefits at Costco. 100%, man. 100% agree with you there, man. All right. What else do we got? So Good Morning Crypto, guys. Actually, pretty good show. I don't know if you watch it on YouTube, but Good Morning Crypto. They cover a lot of XRP stuff, but it's a good show. They say just in, U.S. Congressman Thomas Massey introduces a bill to abolish the Federal Reserve. This bill calls for the complete abolition of the Board of Governors and all Federal Reserve banks within a year. Quote, Americans are suffering under crippling inflation. The Federal Reserve is to blame. Current, you know what, and the Federal Reserve created trillions of dollars out of thin air and loaned it to the Treasury Department to enable unprecedented deficit spending. The trust shall come to light. We, the people, will see which government representatives are willing to take a stand against the fake money system. This isn't going to pass, guys. I mean, you have to know that, right? While it sounds good when you say it, they're not going to abolish the Federal Reserve. It's not a thing that's going to happen. You know that. I know that. Come on, right? I work in the morning, Birch. If I do go to part-time, I don't have to deal with the people, which is the music. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, man. I hear you, man. I hear you. All right. What else do we got? So U.S. Bitcoin ETFs achieved 3-day inflow streak, netting $303 million on Wednesday. U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds performed well on Wednesday, completing a 3-day streak of inflows and accumulating $303 million in gains on May 15th, which was yesterday. Data indicates BlackRock's IBIT inflows have been minimal, recording 0 inflows over the past few trading sessions. In contrast, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust saw inflows of approximately 27 million during the day. Isn't that a 180, eh? Spot Bitcoin ETFs traded in the U.S. shown a strong performance this week. The 3 consecutive days of inflows. This 3-day streak followed 2 modest days of outflows last week. On Monday, the group of ETFs experienced 66 million in positive inflows, 1.22 billion in trading volume. Tuesday recorded 100.5 million in net inflows and 977 million in volume. Wednesday's activity pushed this week even higher, with a total of 303 million in positive inflows, according to figures from CoinGlass.com. GBTC recorded another day of gains with 27 million in inflows, but Fidelity's FBTC led the day by attracting 131 million. Other ETFs saw modest inflows, while IBIT recorded no inflows. The BitB gathered nearly 87 million during the trading sessions. As of Wednesday morning, GBTC held 289,336 BTC, while the firm reported a total of 288,497.65 BTC held in reserves. GBTC reserves figure may be slight, might see a slight increase with tomorrow's GBTC website reserve update. GBTC remains the largest U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF, followed by IBIT with 274,755.14 BTC in holdings. FBTC holds 155,744.78 BTC at press time, and ARK Invest holds 46,280 BTC. Bitwise BitB fund secures approximately 35,416.53 BTC in reserves today. The recent inflow trends among U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs highlights a competitive landscape, with different funds experiencing varying levels of success since they launched in January. Very, very bullish. 3 days in a row of inflows, guys. We will have to see tomorrow if we saw more inflows today, because they do it obviously the following day, right? So we'll have to stay on top of it and see what today looked like for inflows. Did we make it 4 days in a row? Tara, I detest the Federal Reserve. Found out crypto is the cure for this. Fiat, POS, Fed is a private bank and unconstitutional. Yes, I agree. A lot of people make that mistake and think that the Federal Reserve is actually a government agency, and it's not. It's not. They just, because they see they're clever. They called it the Federal Reserve for a reason. They chose that name for a reason. So people would think that it was a branch of government, right? They're not stupid. They're not stupid. Wordplay, man. It's all wordplay. All right, we touched on this morning, guys, and listen, I'm going to be doing a deeper dive into this partnership to find out more of what it entails as information comes out. I did shoot a message over to Brian. He's one of the JASMY ambassadors, and I'm hoping to hear back from him to get a little bit more detail on what he thinks about it. So I'm hoping to get him on the channel within the next couple of weeks. So we'll see what happens. But according to 10 Protocol, and Hara had tweeted it out earlier as well, like I said before, we're excited to announce our partnership with Junction MGT, a chain for decentralized AI and DePIN project with leadership experience from Sony and incubated by JASMY. Together, 10 and Junction will empower decentralized AI solutions with added encryption and privacy. This collaboration aims to provide more data handling for training decentralized AI models, secure AI inference, and confidential AI agents, ensuring data integrity as per privacy. Guys, I have to be honest with you here, and I'm going to be doing a separate video on this. I think we're going to see something absolutely massive out of JASMY and Junction. I think so, guys. I'm getting this vibe that we're seeing all of these strategic partnerships, and they're all kind of coming together, and they all have such cerebral purposes to them that it kind of feels like they're building towards something much, much bigger that they have coming out, right? So I'm keeping an eye on it, guys. I have that feeling with all of these partnerships that keep coming out. It feels bigger than what's going on right now. Like there's something like we're seeing like the iceberg, right? You see the tip of the iceberg above the water level, and then you've got underneath, you've just got that pow, right? I feel like that's what's going on here when it comes to JASMY and Junction, and they're just going to melt so many faces, guys, when it hits the fan. You know what I'm saying? So it gives me that vibe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Do you guys get that same feeling out of all this? It feels like it, right? While I'm doing DoorDash, I like to listen to normal civilians to get talk to major of the city court. I was watching this one, Chicago, and saw so many people having MAGA hats. That's crazy to think. Well, I mean, I tend to keep my personal opinions when it comes to which way I swing when it comes to politics, because people get pissed off, right? So especially you Americans, no offense, but you Americans are really, really kind of weird when it comes to your politics. Like here in Canada, we could talk politics for days and everyone would have great conversations. In the States, people will shoot you if you disagree with them when it comes to politics. It's crazy. You're going to mess around and find out down there, man. So yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, love you guys anyways, though. What do we got? Check this out. So, just in, Senator Cynthia Lummis on voting to overturn the SEC's rule blocking highly regulated financial firms from holding BTC and crypto. She said, quote, very important to listen here, quote, it marks the first time Congress has passed standalone crypto legislation. And here's the key. We are just getting started. Big things popping, little things stopping, guys. Couldn't be more bullish. I got to sneeze, so I'm fighting this sneeze. It's going to come, and I'm trying to be fast enough to mute the to mute the microphone. All right, what else do we got going on? Michael Vandepop, guys, he says yesterday CPI data came out, which wasn't hotter than last month. CPI was 3.4 versus 3.5 last month. On the other hand, retail sales were terrible. Potential recession? Question mark. Rate cuts seem inevitable. Dollar dropped substantially. Bitcoin started its new upward run. You love to see it, guys. Now listen, I got more good stuff from Michael Vandepop here. 1 second here. River, what's going on, River? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. All right, so listen up to Michael here, okay, guys? Smart man. Says I sold all my Bitcoin. Yes, I did. I didn't lose my faith in Bitcoin. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to be topped out for this cycle. I've not become a complete believer in gold. I've sold all my Bitcoin. In this long thread, I'll explain why I've done this and what I've done with the amount of Bitcoin that I had. It's going to be interesting, guys. Technically speaking, I've sold my Bitcoin as I'm aiming to get more Bitcoin back later in the year. It's a bull cycle. We can't deny that. In the past week, we've seen that pension funds, insurance companies, and the biggest hedge funds in the US have been allocating funds towards the spot Bitcoin ETFs. CME Group has announced the futures ETF to be launched, and sooner than later, we'll be getting options-based trading through which Bitcoin becomes a mature asset in the world. That automatically means that the simplicity of the 4-year cycle is going to diminish over time, and that the halving will have a reduction in the impact over the cycles. As institutions do care more about risk appetite in their portfolio combined with macroeconomic events taking place, they'll de-risk when the liquidity is going to be drying up, and the stronger dollar will take its place. It's all about risk at the end of the day. He says, therefore, this cycle is relatively the final easy cycle to make a lot of money from through altcoins. How do you generate a lot of return through a bull cycle in Bitcoin terms? That can be done in several ways. First, you can sell your Bitcoin at highs and aim to generate more Bitcoin from it by buying back in from lower regions. This is a common principle that could easily be done, although there's a lot of risk involved by doing this, as you could be off by your timing. That's what I always say to you guys, right? Swing trading can be dangerous. He said, second, you'll be able to use leverage to go long and short on Bitcoin and get more Bitcoin. Yeah, so I don't personally use leverage. But third, accumulate more Bitcoin by stacking sats through getting income outside or inside the crypto ecosystem by labor. This is the easiest way to generate more Bitcoin. Fourth, trade altcoins within the Web3 ecosystem and get more Bitcoin. The riskiest path, as you can easily lose your Bitcoin by timing the markets wrongly. Yes, I agree with that. I've chosen the last one. I'm 31 years old, entrepreneur. In this last market since 2017, surviving multiple bear and bull markets in the past years, I know the tides. I know that, and I know that in order to get large returns, you need to get more knowledge, and you need to dare to take a risk against the odds and sentiment. That's where I fancy it in the most. That's also where I've had periods that things went south. Can't deny that. In order to have proper working decentralized ecosystems, you'll need to succeed in assets outside of Bitcoin. It's as simple as it is. The Web 2.0 space needs to be tokenized, through which we're going to be seeing a lot of tokenization taking place. And even the CEO of the largest funds and asset management have been stating that everything will be tokenized at some point in time. That's my bet. But why now? Why did I decide to swap my Bitcoin in the past weeks to altcoins? Multiple factors, solely dedicated to Bitcoin, but also dedicated to the ecosystem as a whole. I'm not I'm not driving too much in it yet. All I know, this world is going to be about getting as much Bitcoin and gold as you can, hard assets, saleable assets, because QE will start sooner than later, and inflation is killing your purchasing power, living standard, and pleasure in life. Bitcoin is the outcome. The spot Bitcoin ETF has been approved in the past month, and that has resulted into a lot of liquidity to be pushed towards the ecosystem. That's great. It opened the door for crypto as an asset, which we've not seen before, and that's a positive signal. As mentioned before, the parties, as insurance companies, pension funds, and likely governments, are allocating funds towards Bitcoin through the ETF. However, crypto native people have swapped their altcoins for Bitcoin during this period. How do I know? It's in the charts. Since the week of the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, you've seen the Bitcoin valuations of altcoins have started to drop substantially. And as a result, we've seen that they're down 70% since then. Though which Bitcoin was kept up as relatively shallow corrections. On the other hand, if you're looking at previous cycles, you would suggest that the rotation of Bitcoin to the altcoins around the halving happens prior to the halving. This time, it's entirely different. As the markets continue to show strength, the only weakness we've seen lately is the rotation of Bitcoin towards USDT, showing the current slight outflows of the ETFs in the past week and the heavy correction on the altcoins. That was fueled by some other big events. The Ethereum ETF, the chances of an approval are close to zero due to the security aspect of Ethereum. It might be unclear which part of Ethereum is the security part. It might be the staking part. It might be the ICO in 2015. It might be both. We'll know in a few weeks. However, guys, the thing is, on a side note, the 2015 ICO is actually past the statute of limitations for the SEC to even go after them for at this point. So from the investment perspective, the latest letters from the SEC stated that most altcoins are unregistered securities, and several upcoming events are taking place showing where this is going. What is particularly the security part of these events? Due to this, the chances of a potential approval of the Ethereum ETF are close to zero. It's time to wake up. Why? Well, usually this becomes a sell the rumor by the news type of event. Everyone is expecting the worst. If the worst comes, the news is out, and it can only be better. If news is the only slightly better than that, markets make a significant U-turn. That's where multiple dots are important to me. One, the chances of an Ethereum ETF might be close to zero, but Invesco application has been delayed, not denied. The SEC needs to come forward to provide clarity on this aspect, and are likely going for the security stance for court will decide. FIT 21 bill to be voted on in the House is finally going to give framework for crypto in the U.S. The XRP lawsuit is coming to its final stage, where they're likely going to be winning and not being declared a security. Well, they're already not declared a security, but from that perspective, I think the altcoins have been crushed unreasonably hard. The upside can't be denied. DPIN and RWA are going to be massive. More and more traditional companies are transitioning towards the Web 3.0 ecosystem. And it's time to allocate yourself into this if you want to make large returns. Then what's the downside to this bet? It's relatively huge at the moment of posting. It's down around 20% already in a matter of 1 to 2 weeks in the overall investments. It's part of the game. I can lose 50 to 80%, while why I'm fine with. As I'll find a way to continuing my life to generate income anyway. On the other hand, I might make a return of 300 to 900% in the coming 6 to 12 months in Bitcoin value. If Bitcoin stabilizes through that period, I can make another 300 to 600% return by simply holding Bitcoin afterwards. though which you could say 900 to 4,500% in the ballpark of potential returns coming to 12 to 24 months in this super cycle. I'm fine by taking that bet. I'm happy allocating entirely towards altcoins, and I've happily swapped my Bitcoin towards them. So basically, guys, he's doing the same thing that I do every cycle. I've allocated, I still hold my Bitcoin, but I've allocated most of my funds towards my altcoins. And when they kick off and I do make my, 900% returns or whatever it is, right? Then I will take half of those profits and roll them back into my Bitcoin, right? That's how the game is played, guys. So he's making his bet on altcoins right now, guys. We could see a massive run on them soon. I would agree. It's only a matter of time, guys. Rosa, good evening to you. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. 3K Sports Unlimited, what's up, man? Long time no see. Holy smokes. Where you been? What's good? Guys, if you're new, as always, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, right? Help the channel out, help it grow. Let's go. We're trying to get to 5K subs. Let's freaking go. All right, what else do we got, guys? So we've been talking about this decision that Biden has to make. So Senate overturns SEC crypto rule. Decision awaits Biden. The U.S. Senate has voted to overturn the Staff Accounting Bulletin 121 in bipartisan step that will account for the bank's activities involving cryptocurrencies. This resolution was favored by the majority of 60 votes from both parties of Congress of Representatives. Huge dissatisfaction on both sides of the aisle. The passage of this Congressional Review Act resolution marks a milestone as the first standalone crypto legislation to pass Congress. The resolution now heads to the president's desk, where the potential veto looms. The CRA resolution being passed at this congressional level is indeed a first step, as it is the first dedicated crypto legislation to pass Congress. The resolution now goes to the president's desk to await possible veto. Regarding the regulation of cryptocurrency, Senator Loomis noted that this particular vote was a success for financial innovation, and that it clearly stated that under the SEC Chair Gary Gensler's approach, the Biden administration should step aside. The topic has attracted massive attention, especially from young people who are very active in cryptocurrency trading. A digital currency group poll showed that 48% of voters in swing states did not support those candidates who opposed cryptocurrency. That is massive. And if you think, guys, for 1 second that the Biden administration is not fully aware of this stat, 48% of voters in swing states do not support candidates who oppose cryptocurrency campaigns. Do you think the Biden administration is unaware of that statistic right there? Do you think that there might just very well be the possibility that his administration is going to tell him, you cannot veto this bill because this is going to be a landslide for Trump if you do this. You're going to hand the White House over to Trump if you continue on this destructive path of cryptocurrency, right? This reveals the growing political influence of crypto supporters on the whole voting population in some particular states. Now, here's the thing, guys. People have been saying, well, why would crypto be such a big deal? Listen, and I'm not even a young person. I'm turning 43 next month, right? Okay. But young people today, including myself and my family, right? I make good money. Guys, I make probably 5 times what my father made with me when I was growing up. 5-6 times, right? What he made as a mill worker, right? Which is good money. Now, the fact that I make that kind of money in my career and still don't see a way out of this economic trap that we're in, that's been created by our leaders, the only way I see us getting out of it is through crypto, right? And a lot of young people feel that way. They can't buy houses because the prices are ridiculous, right? And like the market is garbage, constantly garbage, right? What are they supposed to do? Their only light at the end of the tunnel is digital assets, investing into these crypto projects early, right? And if they have a candidate who's trying to crush that dream for them, that light at the end of the tunnel, of course they're going to oppose them. They don't care if Trump says stupid stuff on X. They don't care. They care about their own financial sovereignty and the protection of their families financially. That should always be your number one priority, right? So that's why crypto is so influential in this coming election cycle. People want change, financial change, opportunity to make better lives for themselves. Same reason all of you guys are here, right? Same reason I'm here. So yeah, that's how the cow eats the cabbage. Richie Rich in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Rod, what's going on? Big Daddy Rob, just chilling, killing like a villain. You know what it is. Balaclava man, what was the connection with JASMY and BlackRock? Gonna have to watch the stream to find out, brother. It's in the morning stream. You're gonna have to watch it, man. Don't be cheap. Give me the view, brother. Give me the view, man. I get people to do that sometimes on the price predictions, right? I'll do like a JASMY price prediction video, and instead of watching the video, they'll just go down in the comments and say, "What's your price prediction for JASMY?" Watch the damn video, man. Walking the dog and listening to Crypto Future, nice and quiet on the street. Who let the dog out? Nice. Yeah, it's storm's starting to clear up a little bit outside for me too. I might want to go for a little stroll myself, man. Dennis, what's up, man? So do a lot of seniors, i.e. I'm 77, and look at crypto as a way to leave my kids and grandkids away? Absolutely. That is absolutely another aspect of it for sure, right? Wanting to leave a better future for your children. I think we all feel that way, all of us, right? I feel that way. You feel that way. I got 7 kids, guys. I got 7 kids, right? So I definitely want to leave a better life for all of them. So absolutely, I agree, Dennis. What else do we got? Little internet computer, guys. A little ICP. I figured I'd throw that in there. I know some of you guys are big ICP fans, so let's talk about it. So ICP unveils new roadmap for decentralized AI and chain interoperability. Decentralized Blockchain Network Internet Computer has released a new roadmap for driving decentralized artificial intelligence and chain fusion in the Web3 space. According to the official statement from Crypto Potato, ICP is unveiling the Year 4 Internet Computer Roadmap to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of its mainnet launch. The new roadmap summarizes 3 years of progress in ICP's mainnet and outlines the major development areas to position the network as the home of DAI, decentralized AI, and the orchestrated layer for the blockchain industry. Although the new roadmap outlines several focal areas, the biggest highlights are DAI and chain fusion. The DAI roadmap describes a path where AI models would be trained to run on-chain, moving them beyond black boxes that offer users no visibility on how their data is being used. ICP's AI smart contracts would be designed to optimize interface engines, boosting AI consistency, reliability, and responses. ICP looks to achieve several long-term goals and introduce first-of-its-kind use cases through these new AI models. Some of these include ready-trained AI models trained as non-fungible tokens, AI smart contracts that verify the code on Ethereum smart contracts, and Web3 communities that control the AI models through decentralized autonomous organizations. But furthermore, ICP's chain fusion roadmap aims to facilitate direct interoperability in major blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Ethereum Virtual Machine without intermediaries. The chain fusion would solve the fragmentation of liquidity and tackle tribalism in the blockchain space. The ICP smart contract enabling developers to create contracts spanning multiple chains by reading from and writing them. Meanwhile, ICP boasts having witnessed no downtime since the mainnet launch in May of 2021. The network has processed more than 3 billion blocks and accumulated over 3 billion in total locked value. You absolutely love to see it. Bullish updates on ICP, guys. That is absolutely insane. Very, very bullish. River, what's up? I'm getting snacks ready for the Canucks game. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to kick my feet up and watch that too. Should be a gooder. Should be a gooder. All right. And what else do we got, guys? We got a little more. We got a little more, right? Hang in there. Hang in there, guys. So we got Bitcoin supply on exchanges falls as bullish pressure mounts, guys. Supply and demand, baby. Bitcoin supply on centralized exchanges has dropped to new lows following bullish pressure in the market in the last 48 hours. New data from on-chain analytics firm Glassnode showed Bitcoin supply on exchanges at 1,728,782 BTC, reaching new lows as sentiment swings upwards. The metric saw a 24-hour exit of 23,654 BTC, while weekly outflows stood at 19,859 BTC. This recent reduction in Bitcoin supply can be seen as figures increase the bullish pressure ignites around the asset. Monthly flows are significantly lower at 9,509 BTC. At press time, Bitcoin exchanges hands at 65,400. After a series of recovery efforts and trading fluctuations this week, the asset price surged to this point from a little above 60,000 last week. Generally, mass migration of assets from crypto exchanges points to a bullish pressure because it signifies long-term holdings. This is because assets are transferred to other custodians while flows to exchanges are bearish because it is easier to sell those assets. This is similar to miners' reserve, the movement before the Bitcoin halving as they reposition for a 50% slash in the mining rewards. In the last 24 hours, Binance recorded outflows of 7,155 BTC, while Coinbase Pro saw a massive 16,075 BTC. An analyst tip institutional purchases. Last month, a report from crypto exchange Bybit suggested that Bitcoin supply on exchanges will run out in 9 months, guys. 9 months. There will be no more BTC on exchanges. Won't be able to buy it anywhere. According to the report, the Bitcoin halving and inflows to spot Bitcoin ETFs might lead to that outcome. The uptick in crypto assets sparked bullish sentiment, leading to the accumulation of long-term positions. As a result, Bitcoin supply on exchanges has fallen in the last 2 days. The release of the positive consumer price index and the new institutional disclosures of spot ETFs exposures have led to the status quo. That is massive, guys, that if at this pace, exchanges will run dry of BTC in 9 months. Do you know what that's going to do to the price of Bitcoin when no one can buy it anywhere? You want to talk about supply and demand? You're going to poop your panties. I'm telling you that much, guys. Canucks, you mean Oilers, right? Hey, those are the only 2 Canadian teams left. I got to cheer for both of them, and we'll see who comes out on top, right? Though I will say this. It would be terribly awful for McDavid's career if he spends it all in Edmonton and never wins a cup. That would be a travesty on the greatest player of his generation not winning a Stanley Cup. That would be horrible. But I digress. Another look over at the Dixie. She's trying to climb, guys. She is trying to climb. We got to swat her down. We need to see this just crap to the downside here. two daily green candles in a row here. We need to stop this progression from happening. So we're going to keep an eye on it, guys. We're going to keep an eye on it. All right. So having a look over once again at the market. Boom, Swift down. Some good opportunities, guys. Let me know what you think. That is the news this evening, guys, as it is. I'm pretty sure that, let me check. Let me just double check this before I say it. I'm pretty certain that Max is streaming tonight. What's a song? Let me just confirm that. I don't know. I thought he was streaming tonight, but I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But I would check it out, guys. Definitely, if Max is streaming. Saw him doing something with Stellar earlier today, so we'll have to see what happens. But that's it for me, anyway, guys. I will be back for tomorrow morning's live stream as per usual. And thank you, guys, as always. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button and sticking around, and the like button. Push the algorithm out there. Interesting show, Rob. Thank you so much. Rob, no, his cousin isn't down. Oh, his cousin's in town. Okay. Maybe I'll shoot him a message then. See how he's holding up. I got to get Max back on the channel. Maybe when his cousin leaves, I'll see if I can get him back on the channel. But yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. As always, thank you for the support. It means everything that you guys come here, because if you didn't, I wouldn't have this passion that I have. So thank you so much, guys, for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you so much.